So for today's lesson, we're going to look at the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. So this is still SOL 8.9, and we're looking at Module 2, Lesson 3. So we're still looking at 8.9, which is verify the Pythagorean theorem and apply the Pythagorean theorem. Our learning target is I can apply the Pythagorean theorem and its converse to solve problems. And we have the same vocabulary from the other two lessons, except for we're adding in the word converse. All right. So in previous lessons, we have looked at the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But we took a look at when we had to find the missing hypotenuse, or given a leg in the hypotenuse looking for a missing side. With the converse, we're now going to be given all three lengths, but we're going to have to determine if it is a right triangle. So it says to determine if three sides lengths form a right triangle, plug them into the Pythagorean theorem. Use the longest side as your hypotenuse, which is your C. All right, so remember the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, so let's take a look at this example. So it says, gives us the lengths of 6, 8, and 10. So we know that 10 is going to be our longest length. So we have that 6 squared plus 8 squared is equal to 10 squared. 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. 36 plus 64 equals 100. So this, in fact, these three sides of 6, 8, and 10 do, in fact, form a right triangle. All right, let's try it for 9 and 12. All right, so 9, 12, and 18. Does 9, 12, and 18 form a right triangle? So using the same steps from the previous example, I want you to try this one. All right, so let's take a look. So 18 is going to be our C because it's the longest side. So I have 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to 18 squared. I have 81 plus 141 is equal to 324. All right, so just like we did in the previous example, we have to add our 81 and 144, which we get 225. So is 225 equal to 324? It is not. So those three side lengths do not form a right triangle. All right. Now let's take a look at when we're given an actual image of a triangle. The same rule applies, the same concept applies. So for here, again, we're gonna have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we have 9 squared plus 12 squared equals 15 squared. 81 plus 144 equals 225. And if we remember from the previous example of 81 plus 144, we get 225, is equal to 225. So yes, it does form a right triangle. All right, and for the last one, I want you to try this one on your own. So just like we did in the previous one, we are going to look at if these three sides form a right triangle. All right, so again, our longest side is our hypotenuse. So we have 4.5, so that means 3.5 squared plus 4.2 squared is equal to 4.5 squared. 3.5 times 3.5 is 12.25. Then we have 4.2 times 4.2 is going to give us 17.64. And then we have 4.5 times 4.5, which is going to give us 20.25. Then we have 12.25 plus 17.64, which gives us 29.98 is equal to 20. So this is not a true statement, so it does not form a. All right, so now it is time for you to test your understanding. In another example, we have 170, 154, and 72. So again, we're going to have 72 squared plus 154 squared and 170 squared. So does this form a right triangle? All right, so 72 squared gives us 5,184. 154 squared gives us 23,716. And then we have 170 squared, which gives us 28,900. So when we add 500, excuse me, not 500, 5,184 plus 23,716, we get 28,900 is equal to 28,900. So yes, this does form a right triangle. All right. So now what's next? You're going to complete the exit ticket on page 29, numbers 1 and 2, and then the problem set that's on page 33 through 34, questions 2, 4, and 6. But before you do that, go ahead and summarize what you've learned from today's lesson.